Gotta have a nice beer when you're working on your own bike. It's a pumpkin ale or a pumpkin imperial IPA or something. I don't know. It's pretty good though. Another beer break. Tastes like fall. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you a new bike that I've recently built and do some riding. I have not actually been on this bike yet, so I have no idea how it feels. The only thing I've done is stand on it in my basement as soon as I got it together. So we're going to do a quick bike check and then show you how I get used to riding a new bike. Alright, so my new bike is an Azoni Skill. I was riding a BT 6.0 before and my head tube started to ovalize, so I thought it'd be time to upgrade to a new frame. I absolutely loved the BT and the geometry. This is the closest I could get to that same geometry, but I've saved about 3 pounds in weight just going to this bike. I robbed parts from 2 of my bikes to make this one bike, so I'm going to tell you about some of these parts and then get some riding going. So I'm running a Continental Mountain King front tire. I have an Echo pre-built wheel that I got on a bike I bought a while ago that I robbed from. I'm running a Trail Tech fork, Chris King headset, and Trail Tech stem, Jitsi carbon bars. Bottom bracket and crank set. Cranks are old Trail Tech cranks with a Trail Tech bash ring that's a little bit more modern. Running a Jitsi 108 tooth freewheel, and it's an old trial bottom bracket in there. Stamp 3 pedals, which I love them. They're pretty thin and wide. I'm a platform pedal rider, so I'm not a big cage fan. They tear up your shins when you slip pedals. Rear wheel is an Echo hub. I laced up a Jitsi rim because the Echo rim that was on there was so badly damaged, and I'm running a very worn out trial sticky tire. I've never ridden this. I'm borrowing it from a friend to test out a different tire because I'd been riding Continentals forever, so I thought it would be time to try something new. Alright, so let's see how this bike rides. Again, I haven't actually ridden this bike yet. I've balanced on it in my basement in front of my bench, but I've not been on the rear wheel, so I have no idea how this bike's going to handle. So you're going to get a first-hand experience of how I adjust to this bike. Alright, here we go. Oh, it feels very similar. Ooh, that's weird. Chain stays are longer. Oh, I kind of like it. The tire feels kind of goofy. Alright, let's get on some ledges. No bench, right?
No bench.
I can't tell if I'm straight.
You're straight.
Oh, it feels good. It's a lot lighter. pretty good. I enjoy it. Let's do some more. It's definitely a different feel than what I've been used to. It's so much lighter, more maneuverable. I thought the longer chainstays would be really goofy feeling with the lower bottom bracket compared to what I was used to, but I've gotten used to it really quickly. It feels pretty good. So let me go find some more stuff to ride.
Oh, the Matrix.
I'm trying not to smash my leg into the...
I don't blame you.
I just feel like, because I can't see, I always feel like the wall is like further.
Oh, it actually distorts your depth perception.
Because I feel like I'm jumping and I'm gonna front wheel's gonna fall off the edge.
Oh.
And it's not there, so I don't. That's why I freak out on side hops so much.
Okay, that makes sense.
Sketchy, but I'll take it.
Oh, sweetness.
All trials riders have this control. I look like I'm completely out of control all the time. All right, we're at the next spot. Bike is riding pretty amazing so far, so we're gonna see how it does on a little gap here, see if I can pull this off. The plan is to get up onto this ledge and gap all the way to that ledge over there, and then off. But we'll see. That's kind of a big gap. But let's see if we can pull it on a new bike. First gap on the new bike.
Oh, so close. Oh, so close.
Almost. That's okay.
Oh. Oh, oh, mama, papa, sister.
Trying to get off the mulch. I don't want to touch the mulch.
Sweet.
A little sketchy. All right, I made that gap. It was a little sketchy, a little crooked. Took a lot of attempts. I was terrified of going left or right and falling off the edge. When you can't see the distance you're trying to gap to, it's much of a guess as it can be. I kind of know how hard I need to kick to get that distance, and I just wasn't giving it enough. And when I finally did start giving it enough, in the back of my mind I was just terrified I was gonna fly off either side, but somehow I pulled it. And this bike's really amazing. I'm still getting used to it. I've only been on this bike for maybe an hour, 2 hours, and it's totally different than my other bike. I've lost at least 3 pounds in the weight alone, and I was a little terrified the geometry wasn't going to be what I wanted it to be, but it seems to be working out, and I'm starting to love this bike.